Hello, Jock.
Can you just tell us about your team selection and Ruan Combrink returning and his fitness levels and your expectations this weekend?
Yeah, very excited about Ruan, especially. You know, after how long is it now? Almost is it a year? Almost a year. But he's really trained hard. We had a chance to pick him a bit earlier, but you know, knowing him and he's a professional athlete, we did wait until it's 100% right in his head as well. So he's back.
What type of dimension do you think he will bring to you guys' backline play? I mean, I know you guys are very much a ball-in-hand type of team, obviously, but that Budov probably does add an extra dimension to your guys' attack and defense probably as well.
Yeah, and he's got a brilliant right foot. You know, we had a bunch of left-footers at this stage, especially with Ross played 9 with Elton, but he's got a good right foot and he's very experienced. And he brings a calmness, I can already see it. So, yeah, I think his versatility is the biggest dimension that he is bringing.
I suppose goal kicking helps as well. I mean, Elton's been pretty good this season, but it's just nice to have that backup.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, he can slot the long ones especially.
So, before we carry on with this weekend, can you just tell us what the situation is with Ross Cornier, please? And then also Rowan Janssen van Rensburg.
Yeah, I was hoping Ross would be back. He's got a knee and a rib. I just spoke to him now. He said the rib is a bit more, even more sore than the knee now. So he's been putting his body on the line. You saw that for the last couple of games. And I think he'll be, I'm not so sure on that. We'll have to ask the doc, but he'll be out for a while still, Jock.
Will he go
we'll have to make that call on Sunday. But we've got a bye next week, so we've got a bit of time. But we'll bring that into consideration. And on Trokkie, Rowan Janssen van Rensburg, he's got a lummy. What is that? What's the English word? A lammy, is it? Come, Brendan, you should know. That's the thing. And it's still a bit sensitive, so we're just playing it safe there.
Where is that lummy?
On the upper leg. On the bonnet of the Trokkie.
So Courtnall as well, he said at the stage he might be back earlier. Is he still on?
Yeah, his recovery is looking good. It will be after the tour only, but he's a real professional athlete. So apparently on the scale of the movements and the stuff on the knee, it's looking very positive. So he'll be back soon.
Andries is also out this week.
Andries Ferreira, yeah. Andries is more rotation policy. He had a good game, but you know he does a lot of the hard donkey work. So and Marvin is playing well when he comes off the bench. So. We're not considering on. We're playing Andries in the curtain raiser, you know, just to get game time as well there.
While we're on the injuries, and then Warren, Swys, would you go on tour?
He'll go on tour, yeah. He'll go on tour. That's very close. I was really hoping for this week, but you know everything happens for a reason, and Achieva did so well. For his first game at 8 start, I don't know what you guys thought, but he played very well. So he's one for the future as well, and he's under Warren's mentorship and leadership. So I'm very excited about Achieva.
Is that a position you would want to keep him in?
It looks like it, Liam. You know, he's one of those you can play him anywhere. That's why the sevens guys are chasing him. I'm not just crazy to think to play him at the wing. He's got the skill set to play anywhere. But it looks to me like number 8. And my reasons for that is simple. He likes to play forward and back, you know. So it suits him more than 7 and even 6 we've played before. But I think 8 is the way forward with him. But don't tell me in a year's time you said that, you know. So at this stage.
Swys, obviously some big news as well earlier this week. Nick Groom joining you guys. I mean, he probably will have to be incorporated a bit, but you guys must be excited about the experience he at least brings to your group.
Yeah, yes, like I'm so excited about him as well. Experience, and we always need that, but especially in the spine. You know, with Warren's injury, you want a 9 with experience there, and to work with Elton. Nick is, you know what amazed me this morning? I asked him, Nick, what is the main reason why he wanted to come to us? And apart from the fact that we want him, he said he loves the character and what we stand for and the ethos of the team. So for me, that was for the 100% the right reasons, and that I'm very excited about Nick joining us, Hans.
Skills-wise, or just in terms of his ability, what are the special traits you think he adds to the side than he has as a player?
He's in playing number 9 terms. He's got the full set. He's got a very good left foot on him as well. You know, he reminds me, if you ask me, and I was very privileged to coach him years back, old Craig Davidson. Can you remember? That nuggety, tough, cool-headed guy that will take on anyone and never gives in. And he can make the game quicker as well. And he's got the right attributes and skills for our team.
Swys, where are you guys as a team and so on this week now? It's a massive game for you and the Stormers, I suppose. I mean, what is the thinking around that?
Yeah, the thinking around is just firstly in the competition we've won 4 now and lost 3, so it's one of those we need to go for maximum points this weekend. It's at home, it's before we tour. And it's not putting added pressure, but the pressure is there. No, we can't hide that, Jock. Yeah, that's one of those, you know. And with Nico sitting as a very quality golfer, we've made a double drop or 2, but we started with a few birdies, so we're still there. And that's for us as a sport, you know. It's just to get to refocus and work on what we know we can do. And the Stormers will bounce back as well. They're coming off a loss as well.
Would you say there's a hint of desperation about both sides that, you know, you can't walk away from this with a defeat?
Yeah, I don't want to say we can't, because it is sport, but our plan is not to walk away with a defeat.
Swys, your team hasn't lost to a South African team in 19 now, I think, in a row.
I was hoping you're not asking that one.
You know, you've had the upper hand against local teams for whatever reasons, you know, probably the ability of the team and experience or whatever, but is that something now that you have thought about, and is it going to be a factor, do you think?
We haven't mentioned it to the team whatsoever, so they'll read it in your newspaper. No, we haven't mentioned it whatsoever because we're not thinking of that. Definitely not that.
Somebody asked me this morning why have the Lions won 19 or not lost 19, you know, against, what is your thoughts around that? Why don't you think you guys have been beaten?
That's a good question, you know. It didn't cross my mind too much as well. I think we just I'd rather change it around. Why do we battle to beat the New Zealand sides? You know, that's rather the question, you know. But maybe it's a confidence thing. Maybe it's knowing the guys better. And then we've had close games, you know. In those that you mentioned, there was a draw somewhere there,
yeah.
19 all against the Stormers. So and they fierce. They're a very good team. We respect them immensely over the years. So yeah, it's a tough one to answer that. I don't know exactly why.
So is there a feeling, I mean, obviously when you play South African franchises, it's almost, points are worth a bit more because it's in your own group and you're competing against them. But and the fact that you've got still a bit of a lead on there, and if you win on Saturday, that you can open up that lead a little bit and give yourself some breathing space. Is that a factor as well?
Yeah, you summed it up well. It is, you know, the teams in your conference, it is very important that you do well against them. So it makes it a vital game, Brendan.
Swys, you guys obviously defended very well against the Crusaders, and possession generally became better as the game progressed. I mean, you guys had the majority of the ball in the second half. But have you guys prepared perhaps, you know, better this week for the possibility that, or how are you guys going to adapt when you again don't have a lot of possession? Is there plan B? Is it just to try and get more possession back? Because it sometimes just feels that as if you guys like playing on the front, that you sometimes caught a bit in between when you guys don't have the ball.
We did speak a lot about it the last couple of weeks as well. We rather want to talk about attack with and without the ball. You know, defense is almost a negative word, and now so that's why it's important that we kill space properly, that we keep our spacing, that we trust our system on defense as well, so that we see it rather as an attacking movement. Yeah, you know, it is one of those things. To answer the first part of your question, we're not preparing differently. We did tick all the boxes for the Crusaders. It was 14-8 We've played them 10 times now. I think we've beaten them once when we did rest a team and send a B team across. We did beat them after that, but I think, forget the scoreboard, performance-wise, it was a better performance ticking the boxes. They've had 6 All Blacks in that starting pack, you know, so it's a very good side, the Crusaders. And as I said before the conference, when you play the Crusaders, you must know they don't start so well. So all the teams that hit them a bit later almost find the real Crusaders, you know.
And given that you guys focus or predominantly talk attacking wise, is it your method more to try and put scoreboard pressure on other teams through tries? Because there's been a lot of talk about how the Sharks did it last week, that they still scored 6 tries but they kicked 7 penalties as well. Is that something you guys might apply, you know, on tour, for example, or something, or is it actually really about trying to score tries that put scoreboard?
Hans, we haven't changed our philosophy whatsoever. We're still leading the try scoring in the competition. We're on 35, so that's average of 5 a game. Sometimes you get more, sometimes less. We still want to do. That's one of the aims we did set. If it happens that we can beat a team with 7 tries and they score 6 and we still win, that's better for us to beat them with 2 tries to 1 for the style of rugby that we want to play. But I must compliment Robert and his Sharks team. It was an unreal performance, and I'm always very, very glad for any South African team if we can pull one over those Oaks there in New Zealand.
So was there anything from the Stormers game against the Bulls that surprised you, particularly the Stormers performance?
It was a tough game. The Bulls played well, and there was a lot of mistakes, guys. But you know why there was a lot of mistakes? It was a lot of pressure, and that's when there's a lot of mistakes. So no, they played well, and the Bulls played very well as well. You know, I think the Bulls were just maybe on the day a bit more desperate.
So just a thought. Matosulu looked a bit vulnerable last week, and I hope that you work a bit on that this week. It seems like the Crusaders targeted in that corner.
Yeah, we work a lot on all the skills on our wings and stuff. Madosh is a fantastic, exciting player. He's got work-ons that we are working on. But, you know, let's rather focus on the beautiful try he scored and the other one he almost scored, and what he brings to the team, you know. I rather want to focus on that, Rudolph.
Just on a national level, Swys, you must be quite chuffed with the fair amount of representation you guys have at that Bokke Lightman camp.
Yeah, I'm very excited to what happens there with our players as well, and with I got to say it, with Rassie is a absolute top coach, and he understands the game, he understands players, and I'm very excited for our players to be involved with him and the way forward in South African rugby. I'm excited personally about the whole setup there, and with our players.
Any more questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you.